Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Ashley Margison and I'm a naturopathic doctor out at Cornerstone Naturopathic. If you've been following the Doctor's Desk articles for the last couple of months, you might have noticed a couple articles pop up. Today we're doing something different. Not only are you getting your article in the Chronicle Herald, you're getting this video straight from me to you on what we're talking about. So today's article came by request from a reader at the Chronicle Herald asking what the difference is between ketones and the ketogenic diet. Awesome question, something I definitely have a conversation a lot with my patients in practice. And there's a couple really important points that we need to be considering when we're talking about those ketone drinks versus the ketogenic diet versus overall health in total. So the first thing that you need to know is that ketones, like those in a supplement or a drink, are something called exogenous ketones. That means that they're created outside of the body and they're actually synthetic in nature. Ketones that are derived from a ketogenic diet or being in that ketogenic state, which basically means your body is in a sense, a starvation state, are derived by your liver, and they're actually packaged from glycogen, which is a pile of storage molecules for basically your body's energy. So now that we know that those ketones are known as endogenous ketones, that means they're made and stored and derived in your body naturally through a biochemical process. Basically, that process is the process of breaking down fat into a usable form. The offset of that process are ketones. So we're talking about the ketogenic diet as a whole. What we're really talking about is how do you best utilize fat for energy? Simple, right? Well, sort of. So when you put your body into a ketogenic state using a ketogenic diet, what you're basically telling your body is that you're going to get all of your energy from fat. And so your body wants to use glucose for its primary form of energy. That's why, in that mid-afternoon crash at 2 o'clock, you're craving that Tim Hortons donut or that chocolate bar or that quick pick-me-up because your body's going, I need glucose and I need it quick. It's also saying, I need energy and I need it quick. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you put your body into a ketogenic state, instead of using glucose as your primary source of energy, you're actually using fat. So the big question that comes down to kind of everything is, well, if I take a ketone supplement, like a drink, is it going to have the same effect on my body that the ketogenic diet does? Arguably, the ketogenic diet is something that A, should be medically supervised. You need to do it with somebody who knows what they're doing. And B, it's difficult. It really is, because you get this keto flu that comes with it. Headachy, nauseous, not feeling great for that first week. But as soon as you get your body into that ketogenic state, your energy tends to pick up after that. So, is it the same? Well, sort of. So when you ingest ketones, what you're actually doing is you're stopping that liver ketone creation. And so what that means is that your body's going to use all those ketones that you've just ingested as its primary source of energy. Cool, great, we're using ketones, not glucose. The issue is when you're using ketones that you ingest versus ketones that you create, you're not actually breaking down fat, which is kind of the whole point of ketones. With that in mind, the other side of the equation is if you're having ketone drinks with a high carbohydrate diet, you're also putting yourself at increased risk. And that increased risk comes from your liver not being able to process the carbohydrates that it needs. This means that there's more blood sugars floating around in your bloodstream and your insulin needs are actually higher because that blood sugar is not getting taken in and stored as glycogen or used as energy. Short term, is that necessarily a bad thing? Well, no, but long term, we could really be seeing an increase for pre-diabetic states. And this is where the conversation should really come in. If you're having a ketone drink and you're also doing a ketogenic diet, could it mean that you don't get that keto flu at the very beginning? Absolutely. Could it also mean that maybe once in a while you could have a little bit more carbohydrates and not get yourself out of ketosis? Yes. It's a safety mechanism, but should it be used without diet changes that are medically supervised? Probably not. And the issue is we need glycogen, and we need our body to be creating and storing and breaking down glycogen for a variety of different needs. So I've mapped out a pile of the research in today's article. I've also included all of the research papers on my own site that you are more than welcome to head over to. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message on my Facebook page or over on Instagram at Dr. Ashley Margison, and I would love to answer them for you. If you're really intrigued by today's article and you want to know more, we're hosting a keto boot camp here at Cornerstone Naturopathic, where we're going to medically supervise you through into that ketogenic state and throughout the process. If you want to know more, then head on over to Facebook at Dr. Ashley Margison or Cornerstone Naturopathic, and we'll be more than willing to help you out. If you want any other questions, or you have questions and you want me to answer them for the next Doctor's Desk article, feel free to send them my way. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, Halifax and Atlantic Canada, and I will see you on the flip side.